Hi everyone, this is Heather McBain of Fuji Apple Learning. Today we're going to be talking about general essay setup and citations. So that's going to be both your inline citations and your citations or references page. All right, so to do this, we are going to be taking a look at an essay I recently wrote for a course that I am taking. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Now I am using for this essay, I'm using Google Docs. I like using Google Docs because it automatically saves and I can download it as pretty much any type of document I want. So when I'm done with my essay, I can download it as Microsoft Word or a PDF or any of these other options. And I will have to warn you, if you do decide to download it as a Microsoft Word project, that you're going to want to go back into it after you have downloaded it, take a look and make sure that it didn't mess up any of your formatting, because occasionally that happens. All right, so once I have my document open, let's say this is the first time that I'm looking at it, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this header in right here. So the header is going to go in on every single page. You only have to do it once, and it should work the same way whether you're using Google Docs or Microsoft Word. So to do that here, we go ahead and go to Format and, to Insert, and then go down to Headers and Footers. And so we just select it there. And in this area, what I like to do is I like to put down the name of the course and also the name of the assignment. I also make sure to always name my assignment, my essay, with the course number and the name of the assignment. That way it's easier to find later on. Once I have that completed, I go into this section here. Now, not all college courses are going to require you to do this specific page. I like to do it just to make sure I have all of my information there, and I use a bit of a template when I am writing my essays. So in this section, I will put down the name of the course or the name of the essay, which is right here. So this is C2 Deliverable 2. I will insert the name of the course. In this case, it's EDU 7055, Models of Teaching and Learning. Below that, I include my name, my student ID number. You can put down your faculty mentor if you have one, your professor's name, and the date. Now, as a tip, if you are using Google Docs saves automatically every time that you start using it. And in this area, if there's an essay that I've been working on for a couple of days, I might go in here every single time I access it and make sure that the date is today's date. So let's say if it said, the 13th and today's the 14th, that could be a problem if I complete my essay today and turn it in, because it will have the wrong date on it. Okay, so after we have done that, that's when we start really writing our essay. Now, as you can see on this next page, I have included once again the name of the essay. So this is C2 Deliverable 2. Typically in this area might have something different. This is a different type of an essay, so it simply says Deliverable 2. If your essay had multiple parts to it, you might include that right here. So while you are writing your essay, you want to make sure that you are using proper inline citations. So an example of an inline citation is right here. And this is where this line says, connectivism is a theory that requires the use of technology and developing skills needed to use technology and vital tools. And I have used the citation right here for O'Leary. There's a comma, 2020, and a period goes after it. So if you notice in this sentence, the period goes after the citation. So we're not doing a period and then the citation, it's a period after the citation. That way we can tell not only which sentence it goes with, but that it's being used correctly. Okay, so that is one example of an inline citation. So that's the way that those should look in your writing. Now, when it comes to your citations, we're going to scroll all the way down here to the bottom. And here are my references page. You might call it a citations page or something similar. Now, these can be a little bit tricky to write sometimes because sometimes the things don't fit all on the lines correctly. And so what I like to do is I will keep a notebook tab open here. And basically what this allows me to do is copy and paste information from here directly into here, and then I can edit the way that it looks. So let's go ahead and, we'll grab this long one here. And I'm going to copy it and paste it over here. Now, as you can see for the citation, I have the author's last name, a comma, first initial, period, the year that it was written, then a period. Then we have the name of the article. So in this case, Flipped Learning Part 1, what is it? That's also italicized. And then I have retrieved from. Now, retrieved from doesn't mean did I get it from education.u.texas.edu. It's the exact location. So if your professor wants to go and read that article and see what you were talking about exactly, they can copy this link and go straight to it. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this and see what it does when I copy and paste it. I often will keep one of these note tabs open so that I can go back in and copy and paste things out of there. So if I was reading my article and I go, okay, well, this article was written by Cherry K in 2022, I can start writing out my references or my citation right there so that I have that information I can copy and paste directly from it. So when you do a copy and paste though, sometimes they don't come out right. So let's take a look. Okay, perfect. This one did not. So you see how I copied and pasted it. It does not look just like the others. So let's go ahead and fix it. So first thing we're going to do is make that italicized. And then the next thing we need to do is take a look at why is this cut up the way it is. So obviously all of that is not going to fit on this line. So I'm actually going to press enter right there. Now it did move all that information, not a big deal, just hit delete. And now you're going to press the tab button twice. See, and it did something a little strange there. Okay, so now it actually moved the next two lines over a little bit, about one tab. So we'll go ahead and press tab on those again. See, it moved them again. It moved this one too far. So you just hit backspace once and that should do it. So this is the way that your references page should look like. So when you're doing a references page or a citation page, you should have last name, comma, first initial, period, the year that it was written, a period, the name of the item or article that you were reading, that should be made into italics, and then retrieved from, and the exact link used. So again, you want to make sure that you've got that exact link used, because what if somebody wants to go and read it? What if they want to take a look at the information that you saw and see where were you getting your information from? Is this exactly what that person said? Or maybe they just want to read it themselves, okay? So this is what it should look like. Again, sometimes when you copy and paste these, they don't come out exactly right. We'll try another one here just to show you. And you just have to play with it a little bit in order to get it to work. And again, I do like using the notepad. It doesn't have any formatting to it, so you can copy and paste directly into your own format. Okay, so again, see here, I went ahead and pasted it in. It did not do it correctly. It doesn't look like the others. So all we're going to do is just come in and make it italics, retrieved from, go ahead and press enter at the end of that because we're not going to fit any more at the end of that. It moved it, so press delete once and then tab twice, and that's it. The other thing that you want to make sure is that you don't have any references or anything in here that you didn't actually use in your essay. Sometimes it's hard to make sure that you've got everything and not too much. So if, let's say, for instance, in this essay, if I thought I was going to use a citation written by this person, Cherry, about what behaviorism is, but then I decided not to, I'll want to make sure to come back in and remove that information because it's no longer valid. So let's take a quick look one more time at inline citations. Let me see if I can find another one in here real quick. Let's see. There's one right there. Okay, so when looking at this inline citation, it's right here at the end of the sentence, and we have the last name, a comma, the year that it was written, and then the period for the sentence comes after it. All right, so that is your lesson today about general essay setup and citations. If you have any extra questions, make sure to always reach out to me or any of your instructors or professors. Have a great day.